Ha! What up? It's your boy Ego. What up, Fight World? And I'm back with some more boxing. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just want to talk some boxing with y'all. See what's cracking. What's happening. Upcoming fights this weekend. Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, Andre Durrell. Young Eagle, you hurt? What up, Ego? Vegas in the building. Shout out to Las Vegas, West Coast. Man, what's the weather been like in Vegas? It's been real weird in Cali. It started hailing yesterday in the daytime. Hello, Ego from Ireland. Loving the videos. Shout out to Ireland. I need to come to Ireland. That sounds fun. Are you gonna cover Canelo versus Triple G? Yeah, I covered the first one. Why not cover the second one? Just like I did with Ward Kovalev 1 and 2. Shout out to Vegas. Ego. Oh, it's cold as fucking Vegas? That's what I'm saying, man. We had a little snow. It's been a little snow where? Where are you at? Joe Anthony? As you guys come in, make sure you smash the like button, drop a comment, so YouTube front pages us, lets people know we here now. Man, my allergies have been killing me. What's your take on the rematch? Thoughts? Who wins? I'm picking Canelo for the rematch. Overall, more skill, better adjustments. But I mean, anytime it's a fight like this, you can't count out a guy like Triple G. He's strong. Yo, Ego, you good? Yeah, man, I'm living good. In Ireland, we having Siberian weather. Damn. I bet it's cold. Canelo, Triple G. Yeah, I'm picking Canelo. Like I said, skills pay the bills. I think he just has all around more fundamental skills. Defense matters. A lot of people get hyped up off offense, but without the defense in play at an elite level, sometimes you can't do what you want to do offensively. And then that's what Triple G, I just really don't know what adjustments he can make. You pushing out content? Are you on pads? Yep. I'm on that meldonium, vibranium, adamantium, all that shit. Wilder always wants to fight the best. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, man, because a lot of people like to hate. We might do some hot seats, just depending on what the climate is like in the chat. Canelo has skills and experience. I agree. I just, like I said, like I'm some of you, oh, you're so biased. I don't care who wins Canelo Triple G. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to see a good fight. Like, that's how I am. Most of the time, I don't have like a horse in the race. You know what I'm saying? I just like boxing. I just like to watch it and stuff like that. Damn, my nose is itching. My question is this. Triple G strong. There's a chance that he could just catch Canelo and then sets the whole tone for the fight. But outside of that scenario, I feel like what more Triple G, Ego, much love from KC. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to KC. What, Triple G didn't fight a bad fight and he still lost or had a draw or whatever. I mean, you could say he won or whatever the situation, but the judges didn't see it for his way. So what I'm saying is, like, what is he gonna do dramatically different unless he kind of knocks Canelo out or does something so visibly enthralling where you're like, oh, Triple G, he definitely won the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's gonna have to produce something like some of those verbal cues to me, like a knockdown, someone visibly doing the chicken dance or something. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't fight a bad fight and he still fought to a draw. So from a skill perspective, like, what more is he gonna do? Oh, I'm just gonna pressure Canelo more. I mean, he put a lot of pressure on Canelo. So, I mean, how much more pressure is he gonna put on? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's gonna start the pressure earlier. You don't think Canelo and the team are gonna be expecting him to try to make that adjustment? And you know it's weird in boxing too. Um, Sometimes the game plan that a fighter in their team chooses is not what you think. Like Andre Ward versus Kovalev, and I know it's two different fighters, two different skill sets, but I was actually surprised that Kovalev decided to fight how he fought in the rematch with Ward. I thought, given the fact that he hurt Ward in the second round in the first fight, I thought he was going to just be aggressive and just try to, like, take it to Ward. But he was actually doing what he normally does, which is box and look for his openings and try to hurt his man. But I thought he should have been more aggressive. Or you look at Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo. Canelo was trying to outbox Mayweather in those early rounds. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you trying to outbox Mayweather? You should have used your size, use your youth advantage, 13 years younger, use your power, use that against Mayweather. Not saying you would have beat him that way either, but you damn sure probably would have looked better than trying to outbox Floyd Mayweather. So sometimes these fighters, in an effort to win or whatever, especially in rematches, sometimes they come out with these weird game plans. Like, I mean, even, again, I know these aren't the same fighters, but I'm just saying, like, you look at how close the fight with Ron Gavril and David Benavidez is. In the second fight, David Benavidez, Benny came through, he made adjustments and he looked good, but I really didn't see no game plan from what Ron Gavril, like, what was he trying to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was just taking punishment, taking hits. So if anything, he proved that he has heart and he's tough. But I really didn't understand what was his game plan. What was he trying to accomplish? Like, what were you trying to set up? Especially since the first fight was so close. So that's what you never know in a rematch. Sometimes these people be coming out with these weird ass game plans. Hey, you hating. Talking about Canelo Triple G was boring and will be again. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Nobody believes you. What do you mean boring? I could tell. Listen, people like you, I could tell you don't watch that much boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not a 40. It's actually a water bottle. What type of 40 you know comes in a black label? Anyway, yeah, you talking about Canelo Triple G was boring? Like really boring? But anywho, we'll see. We'll see what Canelo and Triple G, who makes the adjustments. I'm really, if you guys are picking Triple G, I would love to hear the game plan. Mickey's is green though, the Mickey's 40s. I would love to hear a game plan for people who are picking Triple G. Now you hating. You talking about I anticipated too much. I mean, I don't know what you were anticipating, but it was a good fight. Solid action. I mean, was it Hagler Hearns? No, but I mean, really, what fight in the last 5 years has been like Hagler Hearns? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I thought the fight delivered, and I think the rematch would be cool. But anyway, who's picking Triple G? This is not even about a hot seat. I just want to know what y'all think. What is Triple G? His jab was good in the first fight. He never really hurt Canelo. So I'm just wondering, whoever's picking Triple G, what do you think are the adjustments he can make? Like, he's a year older, so that's not gonna help him. Another thing is, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'll be studying little things that people don't take into consideration. The other thing is, this whole, ever since Triple G has really been putting the pressure to fight Canelo, and when it got closer to them actually fighting, his career has been slowed down. What I mean is, before the Canelo talks got real heavy, like even negotiating, Triple G fight 3 or 4 times a year. But in recent memory, you listen to his team, Triple G's whole team, talking about, like, they had other options to fight, like, let's say Billy Joe Saunders for Undisputed. Then they get threatened by Golden Boy, and they say, oh, we're going to sit out and see what Canelo's talking about. You know what I'm saying? They have a potential to fight, like, let's say a Danny Jacobs rematch, but they don't want to risk it. So it's like, I think Triple G's career has kind of been stalled out. He was an active fighter, very active fighter, but now he's fighting at a pace that benefits Canelo more. Do you know what I'm saying? No, we're not going to heavyweight discussions. The only one complaining is you. You know what I mean? Gerald, you sound foolish. Triple G didn't knock out Canelo because he wanted to make more money on the rematch. Him and De La Hoya shit. I mean, listen, all y'all come up with these conspiracy theories and all this bogus shit that sounds stupid because they almost, if Triple G would have like lost, then he would have, some people would have said a robbery and he would have lost his belts. So why would you chance it on a rematch? If you have the ability to knock someone out, you would do it. Love your work and content, Ego. Massive props and respect from London, UK. We working. Shout out to London. Shout out to UK. But that's stupid. If you can knock someone out, you're just gonna hold back and not knock them out. This is not a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like a movie where two guys are brothers or something. It's like, man, I don't want to, I don't want to knock you out because it's family or something. Triple G don't owe nothing to Canelo. If he could pull the trigger and knock Canelo out, there would be more money in the rematch anyway. I mean, there would be money in the rematch because you're the first person to ever knock out Canelo. So all these conspiracy theories that y'all be coming up with sound stupid and they don't sound thought out. And again, how would you know? Who's telling you? What's your inside source where you could just determine that Triple G held back and didn't knock out Canelo? You know what I mean? Where'd you get this intel from? Nobody. You just made some shit up. Anyway, should be a good fight. I just don't know what Triple G can do differently. Like I said, his jab was pumping, beautiful jab. He showed the ability to take punch, grit, heart, showed all that. He wasn't as good as he normally is with cutting off the ring, but he had that pressure and that presence, and he still fought to a draw. So what more do you want from Triple G? Like, what more is he gonna do? Like, you think he's gonna go from landing 8 body shots to landing 100 body shots? It doesn't work like that, because there's a reason why with this particular opponent he only landed 8 body shots. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think Triple G's best chance is if he just does something early, creates a tone, and or hurts or knocks out Canelo early. But if he doesn't, I mean, how's it gonna? He's gonna get more discouraged. Like, damn, this dude, we're in our 14th, 15th round fighting each other, and I still haven't hurt him. That's gonna be discouraging for a guy like Triple G, especially if Canelo gets sharper on his counters. I'm ready to see the rematch. Me too. Yo, what up, Isaiah? Watching you, Ego from Texas. Shout out to TX, man. A lot of boxing fans in Texas. Shout out to y'all. Let's do a roll call. I forgot to do that while we're still waiting for people. We already got over 100 people in here, but we're waiting for more to join. Let's do a Boxing Ego roll call. Roll call. Let me know where y'all at, where y'all from. San Antonio, Texas, representing. Richmond, Cali, checking in. Detroit, checking in. Liverpool, England, checking you out from Atlanta, ATL. Shout out to y'all. Vegas, Victorville, home of Ryan Garcia. Sheffield in the house, home of Kell Brook, who's fighting this weekend, basically. Motor City, Daly City, Atlanta, Harrisburg, Rialto, California, Oakland, California, Oaktown, Oakland definitely in the house. Stockholm, Sweden, Dallas, Chicago, Denmark. Man, we're everywhere. Montreal, Brooklyn, Witten, UK, San Antonio, Texas, Atlanta, Vegas, Portland, Long Beach, Death Valley, San Jose. I see y'all, man. Shout out to all the boxing fans around the world. Cincinnati, Las Vegas, Guatemala. Man, we everywhere. See, Ego's Army, we be representing. Watsonville, California, we working. Memphis, we working. Ego networking for real. Deep East Oakland. Shout out to Seminary. Providence, Rhode Island. I'm trying to get in that hot seat. Stop begging. Yuba City, Mexico. Someone said parts unknown. That's good. Virginia. All right, we'll do another roll call at the end. So if I missed anybody, you'll get another opportunity right where you're from. Let's get it. Ego Army, Ego Mafia. I told you we are the mob. Money on top of boxing. Let's get it. So y'all want to talk about Deontay Wilder? Now, Wilder was on ESPN First Take. Listen, say what you will. I like what he's doing, man. I just did a video. Hold on, yo. Check this video out. He had a lot to say, man. We got to talk about this Wilder situation. See, listen. Y'all want, man, see, the thing is, with new media, with what I'm doing here, with Ego's Army, we're not just accepting the bullshit of the past. We on some new shit. And make sure y'all smash the like button. As you come in, smash the like button so we can get it cracking, really get the stream jumping. But the thing is, the power of the internet is this. You got to listen to what people say then and now. And everybody was saying, okay, remember Eddie Hearn did that little sidewalk example, and he's like, oh, who's Deontay Wilder? And he asked some random people from New York. Around that time, everyone say, ha ha, nobody knows Deontay Wilder in America. That was the talking point from the casuals. Nobody knows who he is. But the fact of the matter is, if Eddie Hearn did that same test with Anthony Joshua, with George St. Pierre, or if he named anybody, you know what I mean, in the combat sports world with a semi-big name, you know what I mean, unless it's like Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Pacquiao or something, then a lot of casual people just walking next to a cafe wouldn't have known who they were. They're not going to know Dillian White. They're not going to know Lucas Brown, Dominique Brazil. So that's the real test. If you would have asked them who Wilder was and they didn't know, but then they knew who Anthony Joshua is and they could tell you some facts about Joshua, then I would be impressed. Because I'm like, damn, okay, this dude's not even from America and they check it for him. Yet they don't know who Wilder is. So anyway, the point being is, around that time, motherfuckers were like, aha, look at Wilder, no one knows him in America. Well, guess what? One of the biggest sports networks, whether you agree with their pound for pound list or not, ESPN, just had him on their show for the ESPN first take, right? I don't know for a fact, but I know ESPN does a lot of homes. So slowly but surely, all them dumbass talking points that y'all motherfuckers was coming up with start to deteriorate over time. Oh, no one knows Wilder. Well, guess what? His brand is getting bigger. It's getting bigger, and he's doing the right steps. Being on ESPN First Take, that's a good look, because who doesn't have ESPN? Who can honestly say they've never watched ESPN that's a sports fan? You know what I mean? So even if you're just perusing through the channels, drinking your morning coffee, then you might have had a chance to see Wilder, and you hear him talking with conviction. You hear him like, oh, I'm gonna knock out Luis Ortiz. I'm so frustrated. Joshua keeps running. He just running, and you know what I mean? Just listen. He was like, Joshua, they don't want to fight me. So after I knock out Luis Ortiz, I'm not gonna be so frustrated, cause we gonna smoke the. So if you hear someone talking like that, like on ESPN, you'll be like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? So now you might tune in on Showtime. You might want to watch it. Definitely, if Wilder knocks out Luis Ortiz, then it'll probably go viral again. I mean, because he's having these crazy knockouts. They look crazy. So I promise you, if Wilder knocks out Luis Ortiz, it'll be talked about by people that don't really talk about boxing on Instagram. Stop what? Why y'all telling me to stop? I didn't even do nothing. I'm just saying, you turn on ESPN and you hear some dark-skinned, corn-fed Southern motherfucker talking shit, you might want to check in. Like, who is he talking about? He's like, we gonna smoke Joshua out. Eddie Hearn's, that's how you know the motherfucker Wilder is country, because he put that S on Hearns, like he Tommy Hearns or something. Like, his name is Eddie Hearn, but Wilder so country, he like, Eddie Hearns don't want to fight me. Like, who is Hearns? Hey, that motherfucker add that S. That's like when people say Subways or Walmart. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is a Walmart? Where's the K? You don't see near K in Walmart and talking about, yeah, I'm about to go to the Walmart. Like, what? Subways. Like, I'm gonna get a sandwich at Subways. Shit is not called Subways. There's no S at the end, only one at the beginning. But anyway, yeah, Wilder country as fuck. He adding that S to Hearn. Eddie Hearns don't want to fight me. Wilder always be doing some shit. No, pause, but he be doing some shit with his mouth. Like, I can't even do it. This shit is so funny. I be studying like just people's mannerisms and shit. But anyway, you turn on ESPN, you hear a person like Wilder, you might be interested, to be honest. He talking about knocking somebody out, especially if they show a couple clips of the Bermain Stavern knockout, highlight real shit, and he's like, "We gonna smoke out Anthony Joshua." Da, da, da. You might be like, okay, let me see who he's fighting this weekend. Especially if they do that live stream, or I heard Showtime's gonna stream it. So that's a lot of exposure. Anyway, back to the whole point at hand. What happened to all the people that said nobody knows Wilder in America? Ah ha ha. Well, aha my ass, because he's on ESPN First Take. Good ass look. So, you know what I mean? These people aren't going to be Mayweather level stars overnight. Conor McGregor. I mean, look at Conor McGregor even. He's had a good rise in a relatively short period of time. But it was probably around the Chad Mendes fight. You know what I mean? Where it started really jumping for him. He started having like more commercial success. You know what I'm saying? And then he just took off from there. Who the fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And making people laugh at press conferences and UFC embedded and stuff. But when Conor McGregor was fighting Dennis Seaver, he wasn't a household name like that. It's just he got the, see, this is the thing, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all want to start a YouTube channel or whatever, it's like, it's almost like on some Willie Beeman shit. Anybody seen the Any Given Sunday movie? The Asian quarterback Dennis Quaid, he got injured or something, and then they put in Willie Beeman, and then Willie Beeman had the rock, he had the momentum, and he just took off from there. That's what you got to do. And Wilder, he's been doing a pretty good job of walking or riding the wave. Who's Adam? He wants this hot seat. How? He keeps on talking about Anthony Joshua when he hasn't got past Ortiz, which is a tough fight. Listen, well, Adam Jackson, right? Just listen to this. I mean, first of all, Wilder is putting the pressure on himself. He's shit talking like he has been. That's cool. If that's what he chooses to do, I mean, so far he's delivered. He's knocked out every single person that he's fought. Now, I'm not saying Luis Ortiz is a pushover, but he's confident. That's all I can say. And how many people okay. See, this come on, Adam Jackson. This is why I have to bury people like you, because y'all come up with these points, and I know if you wrote a list of 10 fighters you like, then I can promise you that there's people who you don't like one guy, but another guy does the same thing and you love it. For example, let's say Adam Jackson, do you like Conor McGregor? You know what I mean? Be honest. Be honest. Do you like Conor McGregor's antics? Do you like him as a fighter? Anything like that? You know what I mean? Anyway, he's probably going to take forever to answer, so we'll just use Conor McGregor. This is what I'm saying. How much confidence did Conor McGregor exude in fighting Floyd Mayweather? Oh, he's 40 years old. He can't fucking read. And he says, my skull is bigger, or my fist is bigger than his skull. I dribble heads off canvases. He did all of that trash talk and all that confidence that he exuded, and he got stopped. So, I mean, realistically, what's the difference? What's the difference? Wilder is confident. So, I mean, either he's going to succeed or he's going to come up short. You know what I mean? And we'll have to find out on Saturday which one, if it's the former or if it's the latter or whatever, right? But that's what it is. You're like, oh, he keeps bringing up AJ. That's because he's confident. He feels he's in the zone, and he feels he's not going to let Luis Ortiz get in the way of that. Again, that remains to be seen. Ortiz is a threat, which is why it's a good fight. But also, what I noticed, motherfuckers like you be talking about, oh, there's 19,000 seats in the Barclays, and they haven't even sold 19,000 seats. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Like, first of all, I don't even know where that information is coming from. But you know what? Even though I'm someone who covers boxing, I report on the sport of boxing, I'm still a fan. So when I'm not wearing my reporter hat, I don't care about stuff like that. The only reason I care to know the facts, like who sold seats and viewership, is to present the information, accurate information, to y'all. But most of y'all don't do what I do. Y'all don't have a popular channel and multiple platforms. So you just receive the information, put comments of what you think on fights and predictions and stuff like that, but you're not preaching it to the masses or reporting on it or whatever. So again, why do people care about seats and tickets? I don't care. They can have whole sections that are empty. That doesn't change the fact that it's a good fight, that it's a dangerous fight. For Luis Ortiz, it's a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is a problem with current boxing, social media era of boxing. People be so concerned and hung up on dumb shit. Oh, 19,000. Again, I don't even know where this number is coming from, because I don't know how many seats it sold, because I really don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I really could care less. If they sold, there's a quote by Jay-Z on one of his songs. He says something like, I don't give a fuck if I sold 1 or 1 million, but I think you should, because if I only sold 1, out comes the hood. The outcome ain't good. So he said, I don't care if I sold 1 or 1 million. Basically, you should care more than me, because if I only sold 1, then that means I'm gonna have to be on my grimy shit. So that's just a classic Hove line for y'all. But that's how I feel. I don't care if it's sold 1 or 1 million. What does that do? It's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Sor Rungvisai versus Estrada, that did 7,000 and change in terms of attendance. I don't care if it did 90,000. It was a good question. I mean, it was a good fight. So, you know what I mean? I don't care how many. I'm not really checking for how many people in the crowd like that. I don't care. I just want to see a good fight. G-Star, you sound like a corn dog, man. Sold seats matter. Sold seats matter. Even when you're watching on TV, it looks whack if the arena is gappy. Your whole argument is gappy. Get out of here. You talking about who? Like, someone said G-Star is a buffoon. You sound crazy. So if you're watching Rungvisai versus Estrada, first of all, see, this is how I know. Let me torch this dude real quick. Let me torch him. First of all, I be at these events. If there's large gaps and sections of the seats that are empty, right? The camera crew is already aware of that, because there's sections that are like sectioned off or completely unsold or whatever the situation is. So the cameras try not to put more attention on it by filming that. They don't really show you that. I've been to fights where whole sections, they didn't sell any tickets in that section because they didn't have enough. So they just distributed the rest of the tickets throughout the venue. So they've had like a whole section all the way up that was just completely empty. The cameramen know that, so they try to stay away from showing a whole complete. So that's how I know you don't know shit. You're talking about, oh, it's stupid when you're watching TV and it looks gappy. What the fuck is gappy? Your whole argument is gappy. Who talks like that? Where are you from? Gappy? It looks gappy? Like, so you mean to tell me you're watching Sor Rungvisai and Estrada, which is a great fight, and you're like, you know what? Fuck this. Let me pause the DVR. Is that gaps I see? Is this gappy? Hardcore rapper, but he's gappy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so in the midst of a great fight, Triple G versus Canelo, whatever fight, you're looking for gaps via your TV. Bro, take me back to Muhammad Ali days, man. Take me back to Muhammad Ali days. Bella Trunks, first of all, you sound like a tran. Let's be clear on that. Bella Trunks, that's a certified transformer name if I've ever heard one. Man, you sound salty as fuck. What am I salty for? I'm getting paid for this. I get paid to talk boxing. Why am I? See, everyone confuse it because I'm passionate, because I say stuff with conviction, or I raise my voice. Y'all think I take this with me? Oh, man. Like, I just talked to my parents. You know, how's your day, baby? Yeah, this motherfucker said the seats was gappy. I'm salty. What the fuck would I be salty for? Shut up. You sound like a tran. What is it, Bella Trunks? Stop it. Anyway, y'all talking about gappy seats? Adam, listen, I'm not getting into my finances. Does YouTube pay that much? I think not. Think whatever you want. Think whatever you want. I'm cool. I'm comfortable. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I promise you, I put this on. Show receipts. I promise you, last year I traveled to more places, more cities, more states than you did off of YouTube. So shout out to YouTube, shout out to Google. Now on a low level, maybe you don't get paid that much. Like when I first started, no. But this is what I do full time. So I mean, believe what you want. Shout out to James. He donated a super chat, $1.99. Motherfuckers care more about seats than seeing a good fight. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to hear this. It's a good fight, but the seats are gappy. Who talks like that? Who? So you're seeing a great fight and you care about gappy seats. That's crazy to me. Like, hey, how was that fight? Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence. Oh, the fight was pretty good, but the seats were gappy. Like, come on, man. Get y'all gappy Gilmore ass out of here. Y'all talking about gappy seat. That's what I'm saying. Those seats do matter. Y'all say like all lives matter, Black lives matter, and all that shit. Seats do matter. The seats were gappy, man. Shout out to James, another super chat. Oh, hell nah. He says iPhone got the super chat now. He said we lit up in this motherfucker. If y'all got an iPhone, try to do a super chat. I don't care if it's $1. I just want to test it to make sure this is real. Shout out to super chat. I don't know why iOS couldn't do super chats, but we lit. Hey, gang. We on the gang. Oh my gosh. Let's get it. Ego Army. That wasn't a super chat because it shows color. So El Tito, you look foolish. Anyway, there should be a $sign somewhere on your thing. Y'all tripping. Gappy lives matter. Yeah, gappy Gilmore ass shit. These seats are gappy. Who talks like that? That's what I want to know. Who says gappy? I've went my whole life. I've never said gappy before. Been at a concert with my chick or something. These seats are kind of gappy, you know? I don't know if I'm feeling it. Kind of gap here, gap there, kind of gappy. The fuck? Get out of here, man. Anyway, I'm the king of Wakanda, the stream king. Fuck them gappy seats. I care more about a fight being good. I don't care. See, that's what y'all need. See, and the funny thing is when I cover fights, when I go to fights, I don't even see motherfuckers wearing suits and ties. But apparently on YouTube and Instagram and shit, y'all some suit and tie wearing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are apparently promoters and PR people. Yeah, fuck that Wilder Ortiz shit. Even though it's a good fight, them sheets are gappy than a motherfucker. Like, who cares? Who does that? Y'all really still trying to argue with me over some gappy seats? Really? Yo, Ego, let's eat some fried rat like Rungvisai. Y'all tripping. Anyway, I'd rather eat rat like sore rat Visai or whatever. I'd rather eat rat than listen to some of y'all talking points. Listen, you act like I'm 14. You act like you're 14. Your name sounds like a tran. Get out of here. I am 14. Cool. Benjamin Button. Like Eminem said. I never grew up. I was born grown, grew down. I don't give a fuck. Don't be here. So listen, this is what they do. You sound like you're 14 with your gappy talk. You're being real gappy right now, right? But you're in the stream taunting me about being 14 and prepubescent and all this shit. But why are you listening to a 14-year-old? That's all I need to know. See, this is why y'all are some corn dogs. Y'all try to create third boxing clinic, $49.95 Troy King iPhone super chat. That's not Troy King's page. Super chat gang gang. But anyway, yeah, like why are y'all listening to me? If it's gappy and all that, like why are y'all here? I sound like a 14-year-old. Then you a pedophile. Get up out this channel. It's crazy. It's like they have to they can't stay away. Ego's Ego's channel sucks. This is some bullshit channel. He's so fucking biased. Yeah, okay. But you're still here. So, I mean, what, like, listen to the logic. I know there's a bunch of people who say the exact. Gerald Delgado, $2. He says iPhone is Cordong Thug Life, baby. Oh, wow. iPhone got us in the super chat game. We really, Ego Army stand up. We about to take over. It's overdoser. It's over, man. iPhone, shout out to iPhone for getting that. For getting the I don't know, live stream cracking where you can live stream through iPhone. We already got $55 in live streams or super chats. About time they get iPhone cracking, cause I know I got an iPhone, you know what I mean? So I know I got some iPhone iOS users out there. I'm not going to New York for Wilder Ortiz. Yo, if Ortiz beats Wilder, what happens with Wilder? I mean, it depends. There's multiple ways to win. I mean, if he gets knocked out, then he's gonna have to do like everyone else that got knocked out and had a next fight. Amir Khan, Pacquiao. He's gonna probably have to take a soft touch, go back to the drawing board, see where you made a mistake, maybe pursue a rematch, etc. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all talking about gappy seats. I'm not with that. See, I told you I'm the realest. I'm one of the realest in this game. I am the realest. You know what I'm saying? So you would rather push aside the fact that a fight is good to talk about other people's money that you can't spend. Like Eddie Hearn and Lou DiBella and all them motherfuckers, the fighters, Wilder, Josh, they're the ones getting it. DiBella ain't like trying to cut me no check based on the gross sales and how many tickets sell. Yeah, like y'all doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing way too much talking about other. Just like Naughty by Nature, classic group with Tretch. You down with OPP, other people's property. Y'all some OPP like a motherfuckers. Yeah, them seats is gappy. They could afford to sell some more tickets out this bit. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? And realistically, real fans know this. I don't know. Maybe the ticket sales are doing great. Maybe they're doing bad. I don't know. I don't care. Luis Ortiz ain't no household name, but real respects real. And real motherfuckers who watch boxing, guess what? They know that Luis Ortiz is a threat, so we're checking for the fight. Real boxing fans are checking for the fights. It's all these other people who are like man fans who are worried about gappy seats and stuff like that. Not everybody's gonna be Mayweather Pacquiao. Not every fight is gonna be of that magnitude, of that caliber, of that note. That's just a fact. You know what I mean? If Triple G fought Daniel Jacobs, okay, let's say Daniel Jacobs didn't have the biggest name possible, like Canelo or whatever. It was still a good fight. It was still on paper a fight we wanted to see. So why do y'all care about that? Like, and see, this is how I know when there's an agenda. They worried about PBC and PBC fighters and how well they're doing. What about Scott Quigg versus Oscar Valdez? That's a top-ranked fight with Matchroom. How is them seats? StubHub is lit. Where are their ticket sales? I haven't heard anyone even talking about that fight. Me personally, I think it'll be a good fight. I might even try to go to the fight just because it's in my backyard in California. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I haven't really heard people talking about who's really talking about Carl Frampton and Nonito Donaire right now. I think that's a solid fight. But you know what I mean? It's just like certain fighters and certain fighters, or certain fights and certain fighters, people seem a lot more concerned on gappy seats. And it's just crazy. Who cares? If the fight's good, it's good. I wasn't watching Superfly 2 to see how many people were in the crowd on my TV. I watched it because that was a good fight. Yo, the chat just stopped. Can y'all hear me? Did people just stop typing? Because it goes through these little lulls. And the likes have stopped. Show some signs of life, man. Like, I can't tell if this is YouTube tripping or not. Everybody, iOS, iPhones can now super chat donate. So if you want to support the channel, you definitely could do it on iPhone. You have to update your phone. But I mean, I'm not getting any messages, and I doubt that everything has just stopped because we have a good amount of people in here and the conversation was going. But on my phone, the screen, the chats have not advanced. So if you're in here, just put here, put hi, put something, because I'm not getting no chats right now, no conversation. It's like everything just stopped. And I know that shouldn't be the case with this many people in here. So can anyone hear me right now? Man, YouTube got to get this together. Somebody type, if y'all can hear me. I feel like Tom Hanks in Castaway. Can y'all hear me? I'm going to start talking to a volleyball and shit. This is crazy. What time is it? I haven't received an updated chat in 3 minutes. Can y'all hear me? Is anybody alive? What am I, Will Smith and I Am Legend and shit? Fred! That better not be you, Fred! Like, what is going on right now? Well, I guess I am legend like Will Smith, because the chat just stopped. If you guys hear what I'm saying, hit the like button. Show something that shows that people are alive in the chat. Press a button. Put LOL. Okay, so the likes went up, but I'm not seeing anybody respond in the chat. Shooters, shoot somebody, do something. Show me that it's cracking. This is crazy. I can't look, yo, I literally can't see anything. Hold on. Can anyone hear me yet? Somebody type something. Wow. All right, can y'all hear me? Wow. So I was begging and saying, hey, blah, 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 can y'all hear me? And I have a ton of chats and I didn't get none of them. Like, it completely had stopped. Shout out to Paul Ruffin, 199, super chat, gang, gang. Y'all can now donate to the super chat, to the Ego Army. Salute to all the soldiers, and you can do it through the iPhone now. Yeah, that was weird. I couldn't see it. Like, literally the chat stopped for 3. See, YouTube, I don't be pocket watching, but I know YouTube makes enough money where they can fix these little problems, these little bugs and glitches. Like, come on, man. Man, that shit was crazy. Gappy chat. Server failure bug. Yeah, they gotta fix this, man. And it's always when the stream is cracking. We had like almost 200 people in here, and then a lot of people left because it fell off. And the super chats aren't counting at it. Like, y'all gotta fix this, YouTube. It's a conspiracy against you. I missed the super chat. I didn't see it. I already got the $1.99 one. That's what I'm saying. The stream literally froze and I couldn't see nothing. So I don't think I missed one. I don't show it missing one. All right, Third Boxing Clinic, $1.99. He said, we out here. iPhone, super chat. Wow. Shout out to Texas and Louisiana. Ego, they watching you like the feds. Like Pac said, the feds is watching niggas plot. Get me with lots of bop. Come on, let's picture the pot built. Oh man. Why is Keefe D still alive? Hey, y'all tripping. That y'all crazy. But yeah, man, Wilder Ortiz, good fight. Don't let people fool you with the PBC hate, Wilder hate, or whatever. You know what I mean? Why can't we get fights in the Bay? James, 199. I don't know. We got a couple of venues. Oracle, the San Jose Pavilion, HP Pavilion. we definitely have some places where they could host them. I guess because a lot of the top fighters may not be from here. You know what I mean? So maybe that's not why they make them, but I don't know. Wilder Ortiz, good fight, and like I said on my channel, I would rather focus on the reality of the situation. I don't really care about ticket sales. If it's a see, and this is the worst part about it is this. Worst part about it is you notice the people old media that got the most to say, but they still want to talk about it. They still want to write articles. They still want to make videos. They still want to cover it. If you hated something so much, you hate Ward so much, you hate Floyd Mayweather, PBC's going down, why even make videos? Why don't you only, if you hate PBC, why don't you only focus on what other people are doing, not PBC? All lies on ego. Y'all already know West Side. You know what I mean? Why not? Why even focus on that? Why not talk about top ranked fights, Scott Quigg and Oscar Valdez, with Zordo Ramirez fight? You know what I mean? Why not talk about those things? Talk about Lomachenko probably fighting Ray Beltran. You see, it's because they want their cake and eat it too. They want to make money. They're like, listen, all these people who hate Wilder and hate PBC, I would love for them to not talk about it. That just makes more money for me. That's more cash for me. You know what I mean? You're not getting, if you're not talking about it, you're not getting no views, but they want their cake and eat it too. They hate Floyd Mayweather, but as soon as he does something, they'll make a video. Oh, Floyd's thinking about coming to MMA. Yeah. Why talk about it? You hate him. I say, I don't hate these people. Shout out to Justin Kudo, $5 Shmoney Gang. We almost got $100 in Shmoney Gang, all because the iOS iPhone is now accepting. Big weekend for boxing. Wilder, Ortiz, Bivol, Barrera, Kovalev, McKelkin. Can't wait. I mean, it's been lit, man. We've been having, even the time when Rios and Garcia fought, there was a lot of boxing on that night. Groves and Eubank. So it's stacked, man. Yo, Ego, I think Bivol's overrated. Do you? I can't say. Like, see, I'm a fair critic. I can't say. I don't know enough. I literally have seen probably one of his fights, that Trent dude where he won the title, his last fight. And it was a first round knockout. And I don't even know who that dude was, the Trent dude. So I can't say he's overrated. He might be raw as fuck. But I just, see, I don't do that. I gotta do my research on somebody. And if I haven't done that, I can't really speak on it. You know what I mean? I can't tell you he's overrated. He could be the truth. He could knock out Sullivan Barrera. I don't think Barrera has the greatest chin, but Barrera might beat him because he has way more experience. So it's a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? I can't really tell. See, I'm not just out here throwing out opinion. See, this is the difference between me and them. I'm not just throwing out opinions. If I don't know something, I have no problem letting y'all know. Like, oh, I don't know enough about Bivol. I don't know who's going to win. I'm not going to just pick someone because the crowd wants me to pick someone. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just say someone's overrated when I ain't watched them intently and studied them and watched their fights. Yo, Ego, Wilder loses. Do you think it will humble him? Will go on a down slope? We'll have to see. I mean, it's hard telling. Like, different fighters take losses. Like, Pacquiao kind of took his knockout losses in stride and went on to do, I mean, even Amir Khan to a degree. We don't know how he'll respond from the Canelo shit, which is his worst knockout, but his other knockouts, he bounced back and went on to have some pretty impressive wins. So if Wilder loses to Ortiz, it just depends. You know what I mean? Hey, but listen, since we're talking about people losing and all that stuff, stoppages, another thing, Ego's Army, hopefully, we got to stop making these excuses, right? We got to stop making these excuses. Like, when someone loses and the fighter doesn't accept it. Like, I noticed Kell Brook, Sergey Kovalev, they've been seeming real salty about their losses. Real salty. And Kell Brook seems more salty about the Errol Spence loss than he does the Golovkin. And I think it's because you don't have a problem losing to Golovkin because he was clearly 2 divisions higher than you. But the guy who is your size, you're like making excuses. Like, it's just so many fighters doing it. David Lemieux did that to Billy Joe Saunders. Oh, he ran all day, and if you want to win a fight by running, I don't like that. This is a gentleman's sport, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? Kell Brook talking about arrows. Listen, he did an interview recently where he said something to the effect of Errol Spence is not that good or something like that. I'm like, what? He stopped you. Like, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a pride thing. It has to be. Dude went into depression, kind of sad, but it's a game. Yeah, and why did you go into a depression if he's not that good? You said after that, those back-to-back losses, after the Errol Spence loss, you went and struggled and went to deep depression. You know what I mean? So it's like, if he's not, just give people their props. Like, I hate that. I hate that pride shit where it's just like, oh, he's not that good anyway. First, before you fought him, you said nobody's really checking for the fight, basically. Nobody wants to see it in realistically, right? And then you said he was Jeff Lacey 2.0 and all this shit. Then Jeff Lacey knocks you out, so you didn't Kawasaki him, right? And now he's still not that good. Like, come on, man. Like, David Lemieux talking about, oh, he ran. Oh, he's running. Billy Joe was running his hands through your face. You know what I mean? Doing stuff and embarrassing. Looking to the sky and, like, Billy Joe Saunders did his thing versus Lemieux, right? And Kovalev is about the saltiest of everybody. You know what I mean? Andre Ward, he beat me because of ref. No. We're not doing this. Each and every single time you lose to Dre is going to be a different excuse. He's going to run out of excuses. Son of atmosphere. Like, so you're really blaming the atmosphere right now. Yes, my nasal palate was... No, you lost. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's son of judges, son of ref, son of bitches. Like, no, you lost. Just deal with it. Like, you can't keep... You're going to just blame son of tacos. Like, you went to a taco truck the night before the fight and it fucked your stomach up, so you're going to blame them? Like, stop it. Stop it. Dre beat you. It wasn't good enough, so he beat you again. And if you want some get back, maybe you can lure him out. But, like, and see, you know what's funny? And I keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it because we Eagles Army. And if y'all don't like it, disprove me. Just like they do in Wakanda. If you don't like it, challenge me in the hot seat. You know what I mean? And this is what they always do to black fighters. When black fighters, someone just said it. They said, oh, if Wilder gets knocked out, will it humble him? Okay, Kovalev got knocked out. And nobody's expecting him to be humble. You know what I'm saying? Why doesn't Kovalev have to be humble after losing to Dre twice? You know what I'm saying? He can keep saying that, oh, he was cheated and this and that. You know what I mean? But Wilder, if he gets knocked out by Luis Ortiz, the black guy, he gotta humble himself for losing. But Kovalev can keep saying that he's been robbed by judges, he's been robbed by refs and Tony Weeks and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's not equality in what y'all say. Ego, why black fighters always have to do more? I mean, it's just the way, I guess, the game is set up, or the way old media try to set it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Why isn't Kovalev can still remain salty, but if Wilder was you just seen the comment. If Wilder loses, people are expecting, oh, that'll teach him. Now he should be humble. But Kovalev don't have to be humble. He's still talking shit. Conor McGregor, after Floyd stopped him, he's still talking shit. You know, my son, I retire. Like, he's still talking shit. Conor McGregor's still talking big shit. Like he didn't get stopped. You know what I mean? But when it comes to a black fighter, they gotta be humbled. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. No, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying in general. That's the consensus. Like, why as fans are we accepting David Lemieux, who was clearly outclassed by Billy Joe Saunders? Why are we accepting him making all these, oh, he ran. You know what I'm saying? Why can we, as boxing fans, why are we accepting that? You know what I mean? Kovalev clearly lost the second fight, worse than the first fight, the first time. And he still seems salty, like, oh, I was cheated, robbed. Why are we accepting that? Listen, shout out to my dude, Badu Jack. Salute. Shout out to my dude. Motherfucker from Sweden. Got knocked out earlier in his career and bounced back, right? And I'm talking about bounce back in the vein of fighting. Didn't he fight Porky Medina, Lucian Bute, George Groves, James DeGale, Anthony Durrell? And now Badu Jack moves up to light heavyweight, right? Moves up to light heavyweight, fights a champion, Nathan Cleverly. Despite what you think about him, he was a champion, right? He stops him impressively. And his second fight in a new division, he's fighting Adonis Stevenson, who is a left-hand killer and a reigning champion, right? And this is what Badu Jack. So when people say, oh, blacks have to, a lot of times these black fighters have to do more. Look at it. George Grove right now is in a WBSS tournament, and he's in the last leg, he's in the finals, and Badu Jack beat him. Anthony Durrell, when he was champion, got beat by Badu. This is all after, listen, this is all after he got stopped, right? And now he's already in his second fucking fight in the division, fighting a second champion. And this obviously is a more commanding champion. I would say Adonis Stevenson is better than Nathan Cleverly, because Fonfara got knocked out by Cleverly. I mean, Fonfara got knocked out by Stevenson, and Fonfara kind of went to war with Cleverly but beat him. You know what I mean? He got way better. But listen, just listen to what I'm saying. There's a method to the madness. Kovalev, he's been salty from my view. He's been salty about the Dre losses. He got stopped. He's complaining about the stoppage. Yet after he's fighting a guy, Sullivan Barrera, knocked out Shabransky, and now he's fighting a guy with a loss that is unknown, Igor Mikhelkin. Yet he's complaining about the loss. He's saying this is not a real loss. I shouldn't have lost to this guy. So why are you fighting the likes of Igor Mikhelkin, and Badu Jack in his second fight in this division is fighting against Adonis Stevenson? Please explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? And then people, the unfortunate thing is Badu Jack, personality-wise, kind of quiet and stuff. So maybe he doesn't have something characteristically sticking out where you're like, oh yeah, let me check for him. So he's not getting the proper buzz. He deserves a lot of credit. Win, lose, or draw, he deserves a lot of credit right now for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And he might not get it just because he's not acting like a fool. You know what I mean? Acting crazy and, you know what I mean, posting death threats and shit. Like all that shit Broner be doing. You know what I mean? So that's my whole point to you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Kovalev is allowed by boxing fans and old media to be salty because he got stopped. And just look at the level of competition he's fought since the stoppage that he's claiming he doesn't even believe in. But again, you got a new guy in the division, and he's fighting against Adonis Stevenson, his second back-to-back champion. Like, how do you move up and you fight two back-to-back champions? One being probably number one or two in like who's proven wise above Adonis Stevenson. The only person you can maybe say is Kovalev, and they've both been stopped before. So, you know what I mean? That's like the number 1 and 2 guy at light heavyweight, and you already have your man Badu Jack fighting him. Crazy. But guys like Pacquiao, fan favorites or old media favorites, he gets knocked out, and then he fights Brandon Rios, moving up 7 pounds, and Rios is coming off a loss. Like, point out the lies. What have I said that's false? Let's get it. He went champion to better champion. Absolutely. He went from Cleverly to, again, someone who's... listen, if you pick Sergey Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson, as far as what they've proven, they have to be the number 1 and number 2 guys. There's a lot of good fighters, a lot of talent, but there's no way you can rank Marcus Brown, Vodsdik, Artur Beterbiev, Bivol, Sullivan Brad. There's no way you can rate them over Adonis Stevenson and Kovalev. You know what I mean? And if you did, it's based on a projection. It's based on what you think they can do. It's not based on what they've showed you they can do. So get out of my face with that. Kovalev is salty because he's irrelevant. I wouldn't say he's irrelevant, but he's definitely salty because he lost. New media is taking over. Man, we just here to spit the facts. Like I said, people will disagree all the time, but what did I lie about? What if I like, oh, you hate this guy? If I'm hating, why wouldn't I just make shit up about people? I'm telling you factual things that you guys could substantiate. Badu Jack moved up from 168, he said, after fighting James DeGale and having a draw, which he should have clearly won, and he knocked DeGale's teeth out. You know that game at Chuck E. Cheese with the little clown? And you roll that ball up that little ramp and knocks the clown? That's how James DeGale's teeth were looking, right? Moves up to 175, fights a champion, and Nathan Cleverly stops him pretty easy. Mayweather McGregor undercard, and now he's fighting Adonis Stevenson. Like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Kovalev's complaining about his loss and saying it wasn't a rightful stoppage. And guess what? He's fighting the likes of Vyacheslav Shabransky, Lionheart, who got his lion ass tore up by Sullivan Barrera and then by Kovalev. And now he's fighting Igor Mikhelkin. Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me. Who is Igor Mikhelkin? Why is the main event lesser than the co-main event? By a long shot. Come on. Stop playing with me. Josh Kelly, yeah, I've been watching him for a while. I mean, it's just he hasn't had that step up moment, so I'm just gonna keep watching until he gets there. Same thing with Anthony Yarde, Daniel Dubois. Like, these dudes is looking dope. Tony Yoka, Chain Alvar, Virgil Hunter, but they haven't reached that crescendo to the point where their team feels they're ready or whatever. So I'll just have to keep watching them until then, until they have that moment. That's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with boxing. Even like Wilder's situation. Wilder is fighting a guy nobody wanted to fight. And you still have fans who are like, bum squad Wilder, and he needs to shut the fuck up and stop talking about Joshua. Why? He's confident. Why has he got to do all that? Shout out to Philly, man. Why has he got to do that, man? You know, and then see, like Lomachenko, we'll use him with what I just said with Badu Jack. Fact, Badu Jack is fighting a champion, Nathan Cleverly, and his second fight, he's fighting another champion, Adonis Stevenson, who's literally the number 1 or 2 guy, depending on where you put him, at light heavyweight, who's also a champion. Lomachenko, let's say he fights Ray Beltran. Is Lomachenko gonna fight Ray Beltran and then the number 1, 2, or number 2 lightweight in the division? Do you think that's gonna happen? You know, is he gonna fight Ray Beltran and then fight Mikey Garcia, for example? Oh, type a comment, because I got a call and it kind of jittered the stream. Do you guys hear? So it blocked the stream again. Oh. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole point. There's no pressure. The media will boast and boost on certain fighters that they want, but then they don't hold them to the same standards. Like, look at what Badu Jack is doing. Look at what Deontay Wilder is pressing for. This man Wilder is fighting Luis Ortiz that no one really wants to fight because he doesn't have the star power, but he brings all of the fucking danger. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst type of guy to fight. Even Terrence Crawford. Felix Diaz, he's a gold medalist, so he could have been tricky. You know what I mean? Had it been, I firmly believe if Felix Diaz didn't fight Terrence Crawford that night, then the fight would have looked different. It's just Crawford's on that level. He's in the zone. Love how you defend the black fighter's ego. Keep holding the set. Man, it's not even really so much about defending. It's really what I see. It's what I see. I'm telling you what I see in the sport. And again, like, oh, stop making this about race car. But they're not willing to prove me wrong. They're not willing to sit up here and set up in the hot seat and get flamed up in front of y'all. Yo, why you keep glitching? Man, YouTube gotta fix this. Is anyone having problems with the stream? Can y'all hear? I got a phone call and it fucked up the stream. Y'all want me to keep going or y'all want me to end it? Anyway, I'm just, like I said, I'm just a truthful person. I'm calling it how I see in the game. And like I said, if you disagree, feel free to step up and get flamed up in the hot seat. That's how we doing in 2018. Um, so that's it. It's not really about defending anybody. I mean, I'm here to represent whoever is, you know what I mean, the underdog. I love a good underdog story, and I see how they do it. They put all these people in these positions of power on the pound for pound rankings and shit that don't even make sense. But when it comes time to see, like, damn, let me see if this guy's really that good, then we don't get to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, the game is so fucked up. But I told you, I'm Frank Castle. I'm the Punisher. Slowly but surely, like the comment says from Deuce, keep your foot on their neck. New media. Oh yeah. Like, here's an example, and I use this in my video, but some of y'all might have joined this live stream and not had a chance to see it. Check this out. There's a lot of fans who would complain that Floyd Mayweather. I'm gonna ask you. We'll do it interactive style, right? Right. We'll do it interactive style. I'll ask you a question, and then you guys will be able to read the responses to see that it's just not my opinion on this. So, have you guys ever heard fans say that Floyd Mayweather cherry picked? Floyd Mayweather waited till guys got out of prime to fight them. Have you heard those types of statements from fans? Floyd cherry picked, or he waited for people to get old and past prime. If you have heard that, put yes. If you have never heard anything like that, you could put no. And you see what the response is. People are saying yes. Okay, so fast forward to the future. Floyd's done, at least to what we know. So people hated Floyd allegedly because they said he cherry picked and he waited for people to get rusty and old and all this shit to fight him. Deontay Wilder is in prime, yet he's calling out other in prime people like Anthony Joshua. Joshua is muscular as fuck, in shape, pause, and he has the most belts in the heavyweight division. So that's the best versus the best. And some of those same fans are now saying that, oh, what has Wilder done? They're putting their business suits on, their tie, looking in the mirror, making sure their tie is adjusted and leveled. And they're now saying that, oh, what has Wilder done? He hasn't even sold out the Barclays with Luis Ortiz. What? But what happened with Floyd Mayweather's shit? You said it was about the best versus the best. When De La Hoya was taunting Floyd Mayweather, writing all them paragraphs and letters and shit, and he's like, yeah, Floyd, stay retired, right? You said it was about the best versus best. Wilder's pursuing the best, clearly. You know what I mean? Povetkin, one of the best at the time. Luis Ortiz, still one of the top dangers in the heavyweight division. He's called out Tyson Fury. He's called out Joseph Parker aggressively, even more aggressively called out Anthony Joshua. Now all of a sudden we don't care about the best versus the best. Now it's about Wilder doesn't deserve it. That's how I know these people, the fans that were saying that, are full of shit. You never cared about that. You just wanted to hold something against Floyd. You know what I mean? Because why are you now mad that Terrence Crawford? See, this is how they do. Crawford, he's pressing like a Pacquiao at different points. Oh, what has Crawford done? He don't deserve Pacquiao. What has Errol Spence done? He doesn't deserve Pacquiao. I thought you wanted the best versus the best. You know what I mean? Especially when it's against a fighter you like. So Jermall Charlo calling out Triple G, he's clearly one of the best at middleweight, even though he hasn't had that many fights. I mean, a lot of people have faith in him that he'll be one of the top players. And he's worked himself into a mandatory. But now all of a sudden people don't care about best versus best. They don't care if he's mandatory. They don't care about man fans, as you called it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So just proving the point that people aren't consistent with their argument. Floyd didn't want to fight the best. He waited till they're out of prime. Well, guess what? Wilder's not waiting for Joshua to be out of prime and show a mad amount of vulnerabilities. He's trying to fight him right now when everything looks on the up and up. You know what I mean? Damn, we're almost at 113,000 subscribers. Salute to the boxing fans. Wow. Look, we just keep climbing, people. We're gonna take, like Connor said, mark my words, will rule the boxing world with an iron glove. Shout out to Sheed Smith, $1.99 super chat. If Deontay looked like Gronk, America would love, bro. Oh, clearly. He said Joshua's milking the cow here, Annabelle. That was funny. Shmoney dance. That part was funny. That's what I'm saying. What is Wilder doing that you don't like? See, and this is how they flip it. This is how they try to flip it on you too. I simply like y'all care more about the person. I don't give a fuck about the person. I don't care who's doing it. They're doing shit I like. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if I go to a restaurant, I don't care as long as they're sanitary. I don't give a fuck who's cooking the food. You know what I mean? As long as the food tastes good. You know what I mean? And it's sanitary. Then I don't have a problem. So I like what Wilder's doing for the heavyweight division. Charismatic, highlight real knockouts. You know what I mean? Riling people up, getting under their skin. I like that type of stuff. But this is what they do. If you praise it, then oh, you're fucking Wilder fanboy. You're sucking Wilder dick. You like that bronze bomber dick. That Bama dick. Like what? So now it's a shameful thing to like that somebody is admiring that someone's pushing for the best fights. You know, it's crazy. So it's like they try to set you up so that it's a catch-22. So you claim you hate Floyd for cherry picking and waiting for people to get out of prime, but then when I'm happy that Wilder and Errol Spence and Charlo and all these motherfuckers, Terrence Crawford, is aggressively looking for the best opportunities, winning impressively, then it's, oh yeah, you sucking that TC dick, that Bud dick, you love that Omaha 402 dick. What? Like, first of all, bro, I didn't say anything about no dick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be doing that weirdo, like, something's wrong with y'all. Oh, you love that. It could be false, but you love that truth dick. That Errol Spence dick. You love that DeSoto. Like, what? The fuck? Like, where did this come from? Like, because I like that Errol Spence is calling out Keith Thurman. Is, oh, yeah, that DeSoto dick. You love that dick. Like, y'all are fucking weirdos. I don't want to listen. If some of y'all, I'm not shaking your hand. I don't want to take no picture, nothing like that. Especially the people I burn in the hot seat. Yeah, man. Like, now apparently I'm in love with Canelo and I love him. But that year he fought Amir Khan and he fought Liam Smith. Go check the videos. I wasn't thrilled about those fights, so I spoke out and said my piece respectfully. I didn't call them names, and so I just said I wasn't a fan of those fights. Doesn't really make sense. Not really meaningful for the division, right? And this dude really said, he said, Ego, you're jealous. You're jealous of Canelo because he's cute and you're ugly. And I'm like, whoa, like boxing is this weird? Like, what man fixes his lips to call another man ugly? And then on top of that, say the other guy was cute. Like, oh yeah, that's it, you're busting me. I'm not a fan of the Liam Smith fight because I'm jealous that Canelo's cute and I'm ugly. Like, I'm like, yeah, some dude on Twitter said that to me. I saved a screenshot. I might bring it up. He's like, you're jealous because Canelo, he said, because you're ugly and Canelo's cute. Like, wow. Like, that's really weird that you think that's why I'm criticizing the fight or whatever, is because Canelo's cute. And you just admitted a guy was cute. That's really weird to me. It's very creepy, very off-putting, I will admit. But that's what they do. They make it like it's a bad, oh, you fucking love Wilder. You Americans love Wilder. You sucking that bronze bomber dick. Like, what? I'm happy that he's calling out and going for his, you know what I'm saying? Taking challenges. Like, y'all just be doing that weirdo stuff. Anytime, if you're making points anytime someone starts bringing up homosexual behavior and stuff, like, you already got them beat, because ain't nobody was talking about anything to do with gay, rainbows, homosexuality, you know what I mean? Trans America, all that stuff. Nobody was doing any of that, and you randomly interjected that into the conversation. That's how I know when I'm beaten. I've been beat these motherfuckers, because that's a really random thing to say. Like if I went to a restaurant and I'm like wasn't a fan of a meal or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, this pasta's good, but I like Olive Garden's better. This is a little bit too salty. You wouldn't say, oh, you love that Olive Garden dick. Olive Garden, fuck, you want to toss Olive Garden salad, don't you? Wouldn't say that. But only in boxing do you get this dumb bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Where the fact that I'm happy that Deontay Wilder is aggressively calling out people pursuing the best, that somehow that's a homosexual thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing about Wilder as a man, you know what I mean, how he looks. I'm talking about what he's doing. Anyway, we're here to entertain. I hope y'all enjoyed that little rant, but these fans be weird. Wilder Ortiz breakdown. I'm gonna do an ego fight club. I want to hear y'all breakdowns so we can see who's who. I told you I'm the Tyler Durden of this boxing game, so I want to see how y'all break it down. Putting my money on Canelo all day. Yeah, I think Canelo beats Golovkin, to be honest. Listen, I know not everyone is picking Canelo to win like me. My question to you is, if you're picking Gennady Golovkin, I asked at the beginning of this stream, what is he gonna do differently than he did in the first fight? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I look at stuff like, let's say Kovalev versus Ward 1, I seen more that Ward could have done probably differently than Kovalev. Kovalev he acquitted himself nicely. He had a great jab. He hurt Ward, dropped him. You know what I'm saying? Good counter. So I feel like I really struggle to see what Golovkin's gonna do, especially over the long haul against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like what is he going to do? He already fought a good fight. A very shout out to Albania. He fought a good fight, you know what I mean? And it still came up short because he didn't get just a pure victory, he got a draw. So I just see more adjustments. Like Canelo, because he has more skill, he could switch his whole game plan. I mean, unless his stamina fails him again, which maybe that's possible, but then you would have to kind of bank. You'd have to bank on Canelo, him not being in shape that can sustain it. But honestly, I think Canelo, in my opinion, Canelo and Golovkin both fought like they knew what was on the line. Like, they didn't show like signs of being like afraid, but I think they were both deep down inside jittery because they knew the implications of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, D Bevel, he's just joining. He says, just noticed I could donate from the iPhone 7 now. Gang 100, D Bevel in the building. Yeah, I guess they updated where you could do iOS updates. We were talking about that earlier. So it's on and popping, man. We're gonna get some new equipment. Travel the world, Craig. Shout out to D Green 199. Do you think Ward will come back, and for who? I can't say. That's really, because it's up to him. You know what I mean? So I definitely think it's a possibility. 60-40. The only thing with the super chat, everyone keeps putting like 199, 9.99. I'm just curious. Like, it just seems weird that so many people are typing 99 cent. Like, it doesn't matter, but because YouTube taxes it anyway, they take like 3% or something. But anyway, why is it making y'all put 199? It seems like a weird number because it's not rounded up. Unlike the other super chats, it's like a $2 instead of 199 or whatever. I don't know. That's just something I noticed. iPhone tax. Oh, it goes by 99. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It just seemed weird that everyone was putting 9.99, 1.99. Like, that doesn't seem like a common number that people would be putting. You know what I mean? It only lets you do that. That's funny. I don't know why. That's probably they're taking their tax off top from iPhone or some shit. But anyway, yeah, a lot going on, man. A lot going on in the world of boxing. I'm looking forward to it. Some great fights. And we just got to get back to the real shit. YouTube lagging. Oh, it's a part of iTunes purchases. I have to look into it because they just updated it. Today's the first day I've even found out about it. Some people are saying I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Like an animated cartoon? Or can y'all see me? Yeah, it's not frozen on my end either. But anyway, let's just keep going. Yeah, man, Wilder, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing as a heavyweight, in my opinion. Seeking out challenges, trying to get it cracking. So it's like I don't understand why people making excuses to not see it. And listen, it's gonna be very telling if both Wilder and Joshua get past their next opponent, which neither fight is a pushover fight, they're both good fights, and they choose to pick Gerald Big Baby Miller or Alexander Povetkin or somebody over Deontay Wilder, then that's going to tell you what I've been telling you, and it's going to tell you what you need to know. But I'm willing to wait it out. I don't have to jump to conclusions. We have to see, and we have to see that they get past who's in front of them already. But the fact that they're even talking about Gerald Big Baby Miller is like, again, that's my dude, but how would he jump the line over a champion who's been at Joshua's neck? So to me, that's going to show that there's something on the Joshua side, be it Hearn's daddy, Matchroom, whatever, that they want to keep stringing it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's a dangerous game, I'm telling you, because you keep stringing out. Listen to this. Let's say Anthony Joshua didn't pick Joseph Parker, and his March 31st fight was Wilder. I think it would do very good numbers. You know what I mean? Especially in the UK or whatever, right? I think it would be good for boxing, right? Now, if Wilder, let's say he gets knocked out by Luis Ortiz, right? Let's say he gets knocked out. Now the Joshua Wilder fight is not worth as much. You know what I mean? So that's a dangerous game, because while you're sitting up here stalling the fight, would you rather have some money or no money? You know what I mean? Would you rather have what Wilder Joshua is worth right now? Or what if, like I said, Wilder loses his title, then the Joshua fight is probably out the window, because who's going to really want to fight Wilder with no belt? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like strike while the iron's hot. No point to wait, because you could, let's say they put Joshua Wilder at Wembley. You could do 90,000 probably there, right? If you're doing 80,000 with Tackham and all this shit, you could probably do 90,000 versus Joshua. So, you know what I mean, by stringing it along, and then Wilder's like, fuck it, I got to get some respect on my name and on my resume. I'm fighting Luis Ortiz. Now he's fighting a risky, dangerous fight, which Eddie Hearn admits is a risky fight, and he promoted Luis Ortiz for a couple fights. Now you're not going to get half of what, you know what I mean, you're not going to get, it's just like Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. If they fight in the end of the year, I'm going to watch it. I'm a fan of the boxing and stuff. But it's not worth what that fight would have been worth had Golovkin and Errol Spence not knocked out Kell Brook, because he was undefeated back then. Had Canelo not knocked out Amir Khan. That takes away from the fight. I don't care what nobody says, but to me, that takes away from the fight. Because now, at least Amir Khan was the only one that had been knocked out if they would have fought a couple years ago when the beef was brewing. Same thing with Brandon Rios versus Victor Ortiz. All right, I'm about to body this dude from the UK, and I know he's from the UK because it says Bias Ego, and it says Arsenal Boy Forever. I've already bodied you in the hot seat, and I think they only put you in timeout. You next. So anyway, the same thing with Rios Ortiz. Yeah, if they fought, we'll watch it for the drama, but it's not what it could have been a couple years ago. Shout out to Sheed Smith, $1.99 iPhone super chat. He's the most unappreciated heavyweight since Larry Holmes. That's a good comparison. All right. Now we got a hot seat, and I'm gonna make this man burn. He's gonna feel the wrath. So bring all your UK buddies. Arsenal Boy Forever. I'll show you an Arsenal. Now you said Bias Ego, right? What am I saying that's bias? What am I saying that's bias, Arsenal Boy? And I'm gonna show you just that. You a boy. You're not fit to challenge for the king of Wakanda. So where are you at? You in the hot seat. See, it's always something different when we make them explain what they were saying. Just to put the shit. That's, I call them drive-bys. You're like, fucking N-word, you suck, bias. Anyone could do that. That's a drive-by. Come on, ego. I'm from the UK and respect all opinions. Where is it, Arsenal boy? Where's Arsenal boy? See, I'm biased. See, that's what I'm saying. So y'all do the math. I'm biased, but you can't explain why you're biased. As soon as you're put on the spot in the hot seat, like we cook them, it always takes a month of Sundays for you guys to respond. How come? Why is that? Why is it taking so long? You could start your opening statement. It shouldn't take that long. And now, look, see, the shooters are already trained for combat. They're ready for war. You got my man Angel Santos, shooter on deck. He's already counting you out. He already knows. He can't wait to blast. He's trying to get his confirmed kill. You know, I call them, you know, the casual fans, I call them casual casualties. That's what these dudes are. It's casual fans, and they got to be casualties of war. Casual casualties. It's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. Casual casualties. And Angel Santos is not playing. He's about to make you an angel and send you to the heavens, the hot seat heavens. And he still hasn't responded. He's still Arsenal. Where are you at? Not looking like much of an Arsenal. How you got an Arsenal, but you scared to fire? You in the hot seat, boy. You're literally talking to a tree, bro. All right, Angel, you know what to do. You just counted him down. Bye-bye, Arsenal boy. Bye-bye, Arsenal boy, forever, or whatever your name is. That's what I'm saying. You're biased. Okay. If I say Dan Rayfield or somebody is biased, and y'all ask me why I feel that way, oh, best believe I can explain it. I'm not going to just freeze on the spot. He made a move. Like, I would tell you why I feel a person is biased. I'm not gonna just say someone's biased and just bounce. Bye-bye, Arsenal boy. Hey, did y'all get Arsenal yet? I don't even think he got canned. There's no see, ego never froze because I'm not talking out my ass. I'm not just, that's what y'all do, that Ace Ventura shit, talking out of your ass. Y'all just say random shit, and then when it comes to back it up, you just freeze because you didn't think it out or whatever. Ego, you're biased because you're from the UK and your name is Arsenal boy, right? Arsenal's a team in the UK and England, right? And you don't like what I'm saying because Joshua's from the UK. Like, keep it all the way funky. We're not playing these games. I don't have nothing. I used to live in the UK. I don't have no issue with the UK. Great place. Hey, did Arsenal boy ever get got? Oh yeah, Angel. See, he waited so long to respond that he didn't even. It took forever to find where he was. Shmoney Gang, Sheed Smith, 199 iPhone super chat. He said, I would love to see Kugler do a documentary on Dre Ward. That's actually dope. They're both from Oakland, Hayward. Like, that's dope. That's a dope idea. That's a real dope idea. They already worked together on Creed. And you know what the thing is? Dre's a clean-cut dude. I think he could probably pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Ego, that Pac juice impersonation had me dead. That's what he did. That's how y'all freeze. He made a move. He ain't made no fucking move. I was looking right at you. Like, you in that old man Quillis store. He made a move. He didn't make no fucking move. iPhone got super chat now. I told you, we the gang, Ego Army, we working, man. West Side. Everything I did on the West is the West Coast personified. Death Row East, believe in that. Well, y'all keep asking me. First of all, Saturday is not that far away. What if Luis Ortiz beats Wilder? If he beats Wilder, then and the new that what do you? I don't understand what kind of reaction y'all expecting to get. If he wins, bravo to that man, first Cuban in boxing history to become a heavyweight title. So I don't know what type of response y'all expected from me. If he wins, then he wins, and the new then Anthony Joshua, look out. I'm sure he already lost his mandatory position for Joshua, but if he's a champion now, I'm sure he's going to be pressing Joshua Parker winner. You know what I mean? People are like, what happens? Like, the world ends. Listen, it's so bad for the detractors right now because all this stuff, bum squad and all that stuff. Like, see, listen, a lot of people don't realize this, especially about boxing. A lot of people, shout out to She Smith, another super chat, 199 says, Ego, you be on your Killmonger shit with the hot seat. My real name is actually Eric too, and in the movie his name is Eric Killmonger. So yeah, I'll be on my Ego Killmonger shit for real. But do not see super chat on my iPhone. Have to write from my laptop. You have to update your phone. If you don't have the latest software update, then it probably won't show up. Ego, did they find a replacement for Charlo opponent? No, the fight's still going on. It's just happening a month later. It's happening April 21st. So they didn't replace Hugo. He's just injured and he needs a couple weeks to heal. But the fight's still on. It's just at a later date. The loser, AJ Wilder, should fight the winner's fight. That's not a bad idea. But listen, it's looking bad for the detractors because all that bullshit they shovel and all the stuff they say is not really adding up. It's not looking right. For example, everyone says, oh, Wilder bum squad and all that shit. Not everyone, but the detractors. Bum squad Wilder, he kills Uber drivers and all this stuff, right? But at the same time, who has the tougher fight? And I don't give a fuck about a belt. You know what I mean? Because Joseph Parker, yes, he has a belt. But again, boxing especially, a lot of people are victims of circumstance. What I mean is, if motherfuckers gave Luis Ortiz an opportunity, he would have that belt. If you put Luis Ortiz in there with Andy Ruiz, I think he could have beat him. I think he would have beat him, right? If you put him in there with Joseph Parker, I think he would have beat him. Lou DiBella just said this on Yahoo Sports interview, Kevin Iole. So you got to keep in mind that boxing, if there's someone who's a star versus someone who's like a Rigondeaux, Luis Ortiz, that was a boogeyman in their divisions that nobody wanted to fight, you know what I mean, Errol Spence, then you have to understand, yeah, their resume might not have the body count of someone else who is the A side who gets to call the shots. You know what I mean? Like, put it this way. Klitschko coming off of a loss, him and AJ, and I'm not knocking it, it's business, but Anthony Joshua, based on the numbers he was doing at the O2 Arena, you notice AJ was doing numbers at the O2 Arena and putting, you know what I mean, 18, 20,000 crowds there. You know what I mean? Crowds with 20,000 people. And then he graduated from that and then went to Wembley. And that's when it really started kicking off. But they were able to see through Joshua, like, damn, he's in there with Eric Molina selling 20,000 at the O2 Arena. And then the O2 Arena wasn't big enough anymore for his fights. So that's why he's fighting in Cardiff and Wembley and all this other shit. So, you know what I mean? Of course, Klitschko is going to be willing to fight him because he's going to get a massive amount of money to fight him in front of Wembley, 90,000, so everybody eats. But again, if you fight Luis Ortiz, you have to understand this with the Cubans. You have to understand the process. If you're Cubano, you're from Cuba, your fan base might still be in Cuba, where the rules are different, like trying to get internet. Not everyone has internet access and shit like that. You know what I mean? Certain things are banned from the government. You have to get permission to leave. It's different. So a lot of people that have followed your whole amateur career, they might not have defected and snuck on a boat or whatever and came to America. So in essence, you know how they say, oh, so and so, Joshua, Canelo, they got a country behind them. It's true, because Canelo, you know how many people I know, legally or illegally, that came from Mexico and they're here now in the States? You know what I mean? So Canelo, even if he had fans from back home, they're not, there's no the government is not banning them from watching boxing, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Cuba, you can't turn pro. So you have to understand, a lot of these Cuban threats, their biggest fans aren't able to really support them in the same way. Like a fan from, if you're a Jeff Horn fan from Australia, there's nothing against you supporting him and coming out to his fights or watching him turn pro, but it's different. So you got to understand, Joshua versus Klitschko and stuff, that made a lot of business sense, and it was a good fight, right? So again, that's what I mean by victim of circumstance. A lot of guys are in certain opportunities not because they're the best, not because of it's because promoters and the people in the suits know it makes business sense, so they were willing to make those fights. But you think Luis Ortiz wouldn't have fought AJ in the Wembley? You know what I mean? You think he would have said no? Klitschko was coming off a loss. You think Luis Ortiz would have been like, fuck no, I'm gonna pass up this opportunity, I'm not ready? Of course he wouldn't. He would have took it too. But the thing is, Luis Ortiz, again, he's high risk, low reward. So they weren't, Eddie Hearn wasn't trying to do that. They're not, or even in the O2 Arena or any venue, Eddie Hearn wasn't trying to put Luis Ortiz signed a couple fight deal with Matchroom. They're on the same label, and people were talking about them fighting, but the fight never happened. Why? You were managing his career, and you're putting him in there with Dave Allen and shit like that. Why don't you put him in there with your cash cow, Anthony Joshua? Because the business part, very risky fight, very dangerous fight. You gotta, man, I'm killing you boys. You guys gotta look at the patterns. Put it this way. Luis Ortiz had one fight in the last year, and Eddie Hearn did a recent interview, and Eddie Hearn says that's a risky fight for Wilder, right? He says a risky fight for Wilder. So if it's a risky fight for a motherfucker with one belt, and people are complaining about his resume, then you don't think it's going to be a risky fight for Joshua too? Which is why Eddie Hearn didn't make Luis Ortiz versus Joshua when they were both on the same label, or they're both with Matchroom at that point in time for those couple of fights. You know what I mean? Because once again, Luis Ortiz would have been a high risk, low reward. You're probably not going to make what you made versus Klitschko versus Luis Ortiz, and it would have been a super dangerous fight for anybody in the division. So that's a little quick lesson on this whole business side. A lot of people are victims of the politics of boxing and like victim of circumstance. You know what I mean? If Wilder, you don't think he would, like, people complain about his resume, you don't think he would have went to Wembley in front of 90,000 to fight AJ for that vacant belt, but they chose Klitschko coming off of a loss. You know what I mean? Why didn't they phone up Wilder and see if they could make it work back then? Because they weren't looking to fight Wilder. They'd rather fight Klitschko coming off a loss. Big name, has a fan base in Germany, fight for an extra vacant belt, and he's 41. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Put it this way. Why did we see Klitschko versus Joshua, but not Wilder versus Joshua at Wembley for that extra vacant belt? When Klitschko had come off an embarrassing performance, he looked horrible versus Tyson Fury. He definitely didn't look like a champion, right? And you were fighting for one belt at the time, Joshua's IBF belt, and it would have been the WBC belt that what's the name, Wilder carries, plus the extra belt, the WBA belt or whatever. It's because they didn't want to. They'd rather reach out to Klitschko and get that done. And if you disagree, then tell me why then Wilder didn't get the fight. Why didn't they even call Wilder? Because they knew they could probably make more money with Klitschko, and he's 41 and he's coming off a loss. That made more sense to them. So, you know what I mean? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Like Tupac said, don't get mad, I'm only being real. Yeah. Don't get mad, I'm only being real. So, like I said, you don't think Eddie Hearn could have said, "Hey, we have a fight. My fighter, my champ has one belt. You have one belt, and we want to fight for this third vacant belt, the WBA belt, at Wembley. We feel it'll do good numbers." You think if Wilder got the call, they couldn't have negotiated and made it work? Only Klitschko was willing to take it at age 41, coming off a loss? No, that's who they wanted to make the fight with. That's why they made the fight with him. So that's what you have to keep in mind. A lot of people, you complain, oh, Errol Spence, his resume is not good enough. Give him the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Give him the opportunity. Samuel Vargas fought Danny Garcia. You think Errol Spence wouldn't come to Philly to fight Danny Garcia? If he was given that opportunity, of course he would. Sheed Smith, $1.99 super chat, gang gang. AJ is loved like Bruno, so the Brit fans are biased as fuck. Oh, man, British fans have a lot of great fans, so I can't, you know what I mean? I can't say nothing bad about them as a whole, but like I said, people are prideful. People stick by their communities, their ethnicities, their region. So it is what it is. But when you come over here to this side, it don't matter where you're from. Mexico, Australia, UK, America, that hot seat doesn't care. Lou Ya, you about to get ya'd up out of here. Man, stick to boxing. I'm talking about boxing. Listen, if y'all keep telling me what to stick to in these streams, y'all gonna stick to being blocked, because that's not how streams work. We have conversations. It's a free-flowing conversation. This is not a PowerPoint presentation, so we talk about regular stuff. Oh, you're talking to someone else? Y'all gotta say who y'all talking to. In America, it seems you got to be hated to be popular. See, and that, to me, that's the crazy thing about this whole game. 78 Sports, $10 super chat says Bomb Squad. See, real motherfuckers recognize, like, y'all trying to take away credit. Like, this shit is crazy. Y'all trying to take away credit for Deontay Wilder already. Luis Ortiz is old. This is ridiculous, man. Like, why did y'all full of shit, man? Because put it this way, why did you want to see Wilder fight Ortiz if you were going to just make excuses about when they do fight, when it's signed, and weeks out, you're going to make excuses about what happens and why it happened? It just doesn't make sense. I distinctly remember Luis Ortiz was Joshua's mandatory. And Wilder kept bringing up and calling out Joshua. And people said, oh, why doesn't he just fight Luis Ortiz? Get off Joshua's back. Stop searching for a payday. So you pressed him to fight, and now he's fought him. Signed up to fight him twice. So don't make excuses now. Just crazy, man. Sheed Smith, $1.99 super chat. Dubois is better long-term fighter than AJ. We got to see. I mean, because at the moment, AJ has proven more. So, you know what I mean? I can't take that away from him. I heard he did good in sparring, in his sparring with AJ. But we got to see, because there's a lot of, like, you know what I mean? There's some people like Antoine Douglas and things who were supposed to be the next coming, and they didn't live up to those expectations. So we just got to see. But shout out to 78 Sports. It's good to see Americans and American channels get behind American fighters. Like, what is it with boxing where it's not fashionable, it's not cool to like fucking Americans, and you are American. You ain't never left the porch. You ain't been anywhere in this continent, this whole planet, but yet you hate all American fighters, and you are American. That's crazy to me. Shout out to Derek James too, Errol Spence Jr.'s trainer. He did an interview, I think, with Deontay, and he said something like, he's like, man, so-and-so is a good fight, but I'm not going against American. I think he's a good fight, but I never go against American. That's just what I'm on. I mean, I respect that, because you look at other communities, And see, only in America do we have this type of bullshit where it's like you could be from anywhere else in the world, and if you could get like if you're from Argentina, you could get a Marcos Maidana tattoo on your ass cheek, which is very suspect, and no one in boxing would say anything. They're like, oh, dope tattoo, man, Chino, huh? Right? Nobody would care. You could have wave Argentina flags and all types of shit. Sergio Martinez, Montevilla is the best. Lucas Batiste, the machine, yeah. You know what I mean? You got war paint with the Argentina colors. But come to fucking America and like Terrence Crawford, like Errol Spence Jr., like the Charlo brothers, like Deontay Wilder. All of a sudden, it's some old other shit. Oh, yeah, you sucking that Wilder dick. Stroke him. Like, what? But all these motherfuckers like Chavez Jr. from Mexico. You know what I mean? You're from Mexico, and you got a Mexican headband that says Chavez Jr., who ain't really put up great performances. Last performance, and I wanted so bad to like Chavez Jr. because I respect his father. You know what I'm saying? Joe Calzaghe, you about to get bodied in the hot seat. I promise you that. But let me get this thought out. Anyway, I wanted so bad for Chavez Jr. to do well because I respect his father and I respect boxing before anything. And he ain't put on a dope performance since Andy Lee, like performance. And he was losing the front half of that fight. Or you could say the 12th round only versus Sergio Martinez, right? And people still with pride wear the Chavez Jr. thing and nobody insults him. He posting these weird ass selfies on Instagram, looking all crazy and you know what I mean? And it's still cool, it's still fashionable. But if I say Errol Spence is doing his thing, much support, shout out to DeSoto, Texas, y'all got one. Then all of a sudden, oh, you only like black fighters. Oh, you're racist. You suck. You little bitch. Suck that Errol. Like, what? What are y'all talking about? They only do this to Americans and predominantly black fighters. This is what they do. They find some kind of way to make it into homosexuality or this, that. It's crazy. It's crazy what they do. Joe Calzaghe, I'm on that ass now. Pause. You said you're not making sense. So what did I say that didn't make sense? You are in the hot seat. Joe Calzaghe. We'll see if you stay undefeated like the real Calzaghe. I'll wait. So what didn't make sense in that whole spiel? Like I said, you ain't gonna be blemish free like the real Calzaghe. You gonna get this L. Hot seat, hot seat. Everybody grab your popcorn. Angel Santos, Shmoney Gang, $14.99 super chat. Thank you. Says Bomb Squad all day, Ego Army all day, Dante's Boxing Nation, and shout out to the LDBC. Hashtag Wilder the People's Champ. The real motherfuckers all getting love. The fans know it. That's what I'm saying. Like, why don't you go? All the people you just listed are holding it down. Why don't you go to these other channels that are saying the exact opposite of what everyone mentioned is saying? You know what I mean? Why are you not showing them the same love, building their channels up? Why they still have 5,000 subscribers, 11,000 subscribers, 100 subscribers? Why? They should be smoking me. If everything I'm saying is racist and bullshit and lies, then why are you not uplifting the person who is doing it right? Sean Newton or whoever the fuck you think could fuck with me. Anyway, Joe Calzaghe, you making the cross reference from Argentina and America fans and what they can do like the tattoo or some shit. Okay, tell me how I'm not making sense. That didn't explain anything. You didn't explain how I didn't make sense there. New media killing y'all boys, man. Just give it up. Pack it up, man. Just pretend you're going on a trip and pack it up. The real is here. Y'all old media shit getting shut down and y'all know it. The Argentina analogy was showing how you could support someone and there's no problem. Versus you come to America, they always have to turn into something gay rhetoric or you only like black fighters or racism or bias or you just, you know what I mean, you're obsessed with this fighter. But you say I'm not making sense. What didn't make sense? That's all you should be explaining right now. We got another super chat. See, while y'all too busy hating, we over here getting super chats, uplifting the boxing community, talking that real, and y'all just hating, getting burnt up in the hot seat. Must suck. Shout out to D Bevel, 4.99 iPhone super chat. You guys can go and do the super chats through iPhone, iOS now. And I don't know why it took so long for YouTube to get that right, but shout out to YouTube for getting that right. After Errol Spence ruined Hearn cash cow, it's clear Hearn is protecting Joshua from the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Shit's weak. But the thing is, no, that was stupid. Why you go from Sean Porter to a bunch of mandatories that nobody wanted to see you fight to Golovkin 2 divisions up? Nobody told you to jump up and weight like that. That's stupid. So he should have, Kell Brooks should have never really fought Golovkin. And then at best, he would have had one loss to Errol Spence. Where's this Joe Calzaghe doing? Let me finish him. He said, I'm not making sense. We're going to find out. Did he respond? Coppin, please. He said, I came in late, so I only heard part of the Argentina analogy. All right, well, he just copped a plea, so he lost. Shooter, y'all know what to do, man. I mean, I'm not doing this. See, and this is the bogus stuff. Like, I was going to say, oh, that's not that bad. Show mercy. But why should we show mercy when you just admit you came into the stream late and you're not even paying attention? You don't even know the full context of the conversation, yet you have so many things to disagree. That's like me. I went to McDonald's before school, college class, right? And I come into the class late, and I'm correcting the teacher, like, nope, that's incorrect. But I don't even know the context of what he's even saying because I came to class late. So that's your bad. Oh, hey, you're wrong. You're full of shit. I'm full of shit, but you weren't even here for, you just admitted you weren't even here for the full analogy. So how am I full of shit? You know what I mean? That's why I would rather try to catch up to see that I'm on the same page as everyone. Man, let's get it, man. Damn, we have almost $150 in super chat. Ego Army is real. The real is back. I'm telling you, we coming. Fight Club's about to get real. Hint, hint. The Ego Fight Club, believe in that. Death Row East, believe in that. Shout out to Brooklyn 560, $5 super chat. You think Wilder should get a new promoter? He should be the biggest star in boxing. Big punch, big mouth. Looks good. All fights are fire as fuck. Team Android. No, I don't think he. First of all, people don't understand this. Wilder doesn't have like a built-in promoter. Some people do, some people don't. Eddie Hearn is Anthony Joshua's promoter, right? Fact. So some people have a dedicated promoter. Wilder doesn't. Wilder doesn't have a built-in promoter like that. People don't understand that the Al Heyman situation is Al Heyman's an advisor. So he's telling you what to do with your career and like what people to bring in, like, oh, Luis de Cuba's, you should have him. You know what I mean? But he's advising you. So the promoter game, when Wilder fights in New York, Lou DiBella does a lot of his fights. But when he fought Bermane Stiverne in Las Vegas, the first fight, I don't know that Lou DiBella did that. It could have been Luis de Cuba. So it's not like he has, he doesn't have one promoter like that. You know what I mean? He has a set trainer, JD's and all that. And he has like a team, Shelly Finkel. But I'm pretty sure his promoter situation is flexible. It's whoever they kind of assign based on the location and based on who's. Thank you. That's a good way to put it. DiBella promotes on a fight-by-fight basis. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the Heyman shit, it's different. It's not like Eddie Hearn, man. Like, okay, put it this way. Joshua, Eddie Hearn's done all of his fights, to my knowledge, since he's been signed. You know what I mean? It's not like Eddie Hearn did this fight and then Frank Warren did this fight. It's not a case-by-case basis like they just said. You get me? So I don't think that. And the thing is, like, Wilder, earlier in his resume, he didn't get the fights, or they wanted to build him up and train him, whatever. So the important part is this stage of his career. He's not a star because of maybe some of the early parts of his career where he wasn't fighting the big names. But now he's getting to that crescendo. You know what they say? They say every success story is 10 years in the making. I had a OG tell me that one time. And he's a successful business owner. And he started off with one business in Long Beach, and then he opened another one in Southern California, and then he opened another chain in Australia. So he's an OG in the game. He's making money. You know what I mean? Pulled up in a cool little Jag and he got money. And that's what they said. Behind every success story is 10 years of hard work. And that's what people don't understand. So Wilder, this is his time right now. My dude Ego always with that word. Man, you already know what it is. So Wilder is not really about what happened then. Is really about his career right now. And now he's at kind of like the peak, the pinnacle. He has a big test on Saturday. So, you know what I mean? We'll see what he brings to the table in that situation. I mean, even my channel, even my success. I started this, like, let's say 4 years ago, something right around there. It wasn't popping. I was working a regular job like everybody else, and then I was doing this on the side. But I kept working, kept investing in my brand. Takes money to make money, covering fights. Back then, when I shouldn't have been covering fights, like Brandon Rios, I'll be straight up since y'all like the real. When I covered Brandon Rios versus Mike Alvarado 3, I probably shouldn't have went to that fight. Meaning, my finances probably, I was stretching it. Like, I wasn't making enough money to really, I was obviously made enough money to go there for a week and have a bomb-ass hotel for in Colorado with a dope view, but I wasn't making the type of money where it made sense. But like I said, it takes money to make money. And then that's why I was pissed when the fight turned out to be a dud and Alvarado quit. You know what I mean? Quit on the stool. I was really pissed. Like, damn, I just spent all this money for a week, money that I probably shouldn't have spent. And then the fight was trash. The weigh-in was supposed to be open to the public, but then the room that the venue that they booked last minute was too small. So then they closed it off and it was only media. So public weigh-ins are way more fun because you get crowd reactions and drunk fans and shit like that. So the whole trip was a bust, but you go through those trials and tribulations and learning curves and learning lessons to get to where you're at. So I think the same thing applies to Wilder and really anyone who's been successful. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather got robbed at the Olympics. Roy Jones got robbed at the Olympics. What did they go on to do? Great things in the sport of boxing. So Wilder, his time is right now. He can really prove something on Saturday. And then if he wins, he can start gunning for that Joshua shit again. Joe Rogan, you sound corny. Deontay bar brawl Wilder. Listen, you fight Wilder in a brawl. You go to the bar and pick a fight with Wilder, and then have one of your buddies record it and tell me and send it to me. Y'all all like this is what I don't understand about the Wilder hate. This is what I don't understand about the Wilder hate is like the thing is this. Everyone's like, oh, chicken noodle soup leg Wilder and all this corny shit. Oh, bar brawl Wilder, windmill Wilder, but he'll windmill you out of this fucking planet. Like, so what are you saying? What are you really saying? Like, how are you gonna poke fun and talk shit to the person that would destroy you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be making jokes and memes and stuff, but I usually be cool with the heavyweights. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them dudes there's some big dudes. Pause. You know what I mean? So I don't understand that. Like, I be seeing dudes 5'5", $150, talking about Wilder's a bitch. Okay, go tell him that. I'll record it. You go tell him that. You 5'5", like Martin said it on Bad Boys. But the bad guys probably know where you're at. Good luck. So good luck. Go tell Wilder he's a bitch. I want to see this. All this chicken leg and bar brawl shit, that's cool. You go tell him that. You know, I'm sure he got money to beat the case or to fight the case or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this boxing fans gotta know their role. Like The Rock said, know your role. Like, it's cool to say, like, I'm not disrespecting Keith Thurman as a man. I mean, right now I'm not all the way feeling his decisions in recent interviews, but he's at the end of the day, he's still a man. You know what I'm saying? At some fight, I might see Keith Thurman again. You know what I mean? Like, it's not nothing to do with not being able to protect or being afraid of him, but it's like, it's just you got to still understand these people are still grown-ass men, still people. They'll be talking crazy, windmill Wilder. And even as in the professional sense, he's knocking people out. So who cares about this windmill stuff? If Go stand in front of a windmill, see if you don't get lifted off the ground or chopped into pieces. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that it sounds like mildly corny that people are like, ooh, Ortiz is 50. Listen, no proof. You're just saying something, recycling information. You got your YouTube picture as your dog, and your name is Bam Taylor. Like, stop it. And y'all, all the people, listen, the people who talk the craziest on YouTube, they never have a default profile picture. Like a yearbook style profile picture. It's always a picture of a dog or just a head with the body detached and the space in the body. You know what I mean? It's never a real picture because y'all afraid to show face saying the crazy shit y'all say on these forums. You never show your face. You know, because you don't want people. That, especially the ones that are saying racist stuff. Y'all be on that Clayton Biggs, nigger, I smell. Black people think they're the best dancer because you don't want people to know that's you. Stop it. No, don't try to cop a plea now, Bam. Okay, he's 40. I'm just kidding. That was a weak joke. Just deal with it. It's a good fight. And listen to what people are saying, people. If Luis Ortiz is 50 years old, then why didn't Anthony Joshua, when he was a mandatory, say, oh, man, I'm going to knock this 50-year-old out? Why didn't he fight him? Why did no top-level fighter before Wilder, top level, especially a guy with the belt, why did they not fight 50-year-old Ortiz? Because nobody was really trying to see it. And again, he's the type of dangerous opponent where he's high risk, low reward. Hey, Porsche ain't playing. My shooter's on deck. He said, I'm about to block you, bro. Shut up and watch, please. See, but that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, the shooters don't be playing. Like, they're trying their best to, like, because you're not in a hot seat, to give you a chance to join the rest of us in real boxing conversation. But the shooters, they be on deck with it. They're giving you the warnings. Just like when a rattlesnake starts, you know what that means. When my shooters start, you know what comes next. So I'm just saying, be cool. Put regular conversation, things you would be willing to back up in the hot seat. That's all I'm saying. My shooters they be on your head. But boxing is good. I think it's in a good place, man. Wilder, I don't know, he's 30-something maybe. Machiavelli lives on. Machiavelli the Dawn. Oh, what's on? Hey, what's this? Hey, what is this shit with De La Hoya said? De La Hoya dared Donald Trump to come to Canelo Golovkin too? Hey, I don't get it. Like, is that a threat to Trump? That's funny. Why does he say I dare? Why did he dare him? I don't get it. Does anyone know why De La Hoya dared him? That's funny. It sounded like to me, it sounded like he threatened him. That's what I'm saying. So he's threatening the president, like the Mexican fans finna run up on you. That's crazy. Let me stop because then they'll think it's a terroristic threat to the president. That's just crazy that he said that. That's funny. These comments are hella funny. Someone said Trump not going into a stadium full of Mexicans. This is hella funny. Oh my God. Like, yeah, don't come, Trump. It's not popping for you. They finna build a wall on your ass. They gonna build that wall. Hey, Trump think he Nino Brown, for real. Like, if you really think about some of the shit he be saying, he thinks he's Nino Brown. Like, this is the Carter, man. Like, he really say some crazy shit. Trump be like, I'm gonna build a wall with your money. Like what? So you're gonna build a wall to keep people out, and you're talking crazy about them. So they're bringing their rapists, their murderers, their drug dealer. Like that. That's all they're bringing. They're not bringing like bomb ass Mexican food, some good cooking, some hard workers. They're just bringing rapists and drug addicts and all this bullshit. And then you gonna say Mexico's gonna pay for the wall? Like this shit is crazy. Don't ever listen. If Trump, as long as he's in the office, don't ever, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Don't question me about what I say, because that motherfucker be saying whatever. And the Muslims, they'll probably fly a plane through a building, so we got to ban it. Like, what? That's just what Muslims are about now. Like, man, I don't ever want to hear anything about what I say, because I know I don't never talk reckless like him. Trump used to be at a lot of boxing events. Yeah, I seen pictures with him and Oprah and Mike Tyson, but like De La Hoya said, come to the hood, come to the barrio, Canelo too, Canelo Golovkin too. See what happens to you. Come to Canelo Golovkin too. See what happens to you, my friend. Hey, Trump, come through. See, and that's what y'all be saying crazy shit about me, but I be at the spots. I be at the fight, dolo. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love because I show people love. Like Pac said, when you real, you can go anywhere your heart takes you. But if you talking crazy like Trump, I don't know the outcome. Like I said, they're gonna build a wall on you. I don't be talking crazy. I don't say things that are meant to offend large groups of people. Trump will get his wig pushed back, literally, because that motherfucker got a wig. I seen this video of him flying. He was getting onto a plane. The wind was blowing. This shit was all about. He had that Lex Luthor underneath it, and it was just. I was like, damn, I didn't know his hair looked like that underneath. It's like, you know, when the Predator takes off his mask, you don't know what to expect. Like I didn't know his face was gonna look like that. Like, put the mask back on. Even Arnold was like, yo, one ugly motherfucker. He called him something. Yeah, what are you doing? You're ugly. You're fucking ugly. You're ugly right now. Get down there. Yeah. Them classic Arnold movies hit. You're ugly as fuck. Yeah. Killing. Damn, De La Hoya, he dared Trump to come. That's the funniest thing that I've heard today. Hey, Donald Trump, I want you to come to Canelo versus Golovkin. That's funny as fuck. Yeah, get to the chopper. What are you doing? Give these people air down there. I think in prime Arnold, he was making up words. There, air. Like, how every word sound the same and shit. Get down there with the air. Fuck yeah, care. Like, what? Fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing down there? Get air down there, care, mirror. Like, what the fuck? Did you say mirror? What are you saying? Mirror, there. Maria Shriver ain't there. I'm just being crazy because I'm hungry. Hey, man, remember Arnold was fucking the maid? Yeah, what are you doing? Clean up the kitchen. Yeah. That motherfucker was hitting the maid off. Arnold ruthless. I'm the governor of California. Yeah. Like, that motherfucker made his own language, yo. Arnold had some classic. Oh, yeah. Total Recall. Classic. Commando. Remember when I told you I'll kill you last? I lied. I almost spit my water out. Y'all tripping. Someone said he gonna holler at Canelo's mama. Y'all tripping. Oh my god. Hey, y'all got to type in them YouTube like pranks. They have like this soundboard with all like Arnold movie quotes or whatever, and they would really like prank call like a pizza place or something, and they would be playing Arnold sound bites and just click them real quick, and really people would not know it was a prank. He's like, "Who's your daddy and what does he do?" Yeah, they shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? They're playing. You just go to YouTube and type it, and people are really falling for it. I'm like, wow, you couldn't tell that was Arnold in Kindergarten Cop. They're funny though. Um. Anyway, back to boxing shit. De La Hoya is funny for that. He dared Trump to come to the hood. He said, "Come to." That motherfucker ain't gonna come. And if he did, he's gonna have security everywhere, Secret Service and shit, trap doors and back doors. Yeah, it's weird. I seen some people hating on Canelo Triple G rematch. Like, oh, I'm not looking forward to this at all. Like, I am. I don't know. I don't know why people aren't looking forward to it. Like, for me, I guess I like closure. I like closure. So, you know what I mean? I think that's a chapter that they have to get past. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all hear me anymore? Presidents don't go to fights. Well, Donald Trump, he went to Triple G versus Lemieux. It was before he was president, I think, though. They can do whatever they want if they're president. Ugh. Shut up. Who are you talking to? Anyway, shout out to Wilder, man. He was on ESPN. He's going after what he feels. See, the dude tried to talk crazy, and my shooter already clapped at him that quick. He said, "Shut up." I said, "Who you talking to?" He said, "You." Now he's no longer a mother. See you at the crossroads. You don't be lonely. See you at, and I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss. I see y'all motherfuckers at the crossroads. Yeah, my shooters, they don't play. I don't understand. So I guess we'll see you at the crossroads, either in the hot seat or you talking crazy. My shooters don't play. See you out there, and I'm gonna miss. Why they kill my dog and I miss my Uncle Charles? He shouldn't be gone in front of his home when he didn't do nothing. See you at the crossroad, bitch. Ego Army. We still up in it. We still strong with it. Let's get it. Little boo guys got him. And I'm gonna miss everybody on around the road. Look at that. 90s rap is the best, yes. Oh, man. This is funny. But I told you, I do think Wilder has the tougher opponent. I think, like, who would you rather fight? Joseph Parker or Luis Ortiz? Y'all tripping with these crossroads. This is funny. Busy was my favorite at a bone. He said, "It can't be over. You got to be kidding me. Give me a drink." Ortiz the boogeyman, come on. See? Spence versus Thurman ain't happening this year. Out of the horse's mouth. Keith Thurman told you that wasn't happening. Yeah, I had Busy and then Crazy. That's my list. That was the top. And then I think Lazy or somebody would probably be 3. But my favorite was Busy. He would like go in Rap City, the basement, and he was spazzing. And I think he spazzed the hardest on Notorious Thugs, aside from Biggie. And then the one with Tupac. He was killing. They got to be. He was killing on the Notorious Thugs. And the Tupac one. Shout out to Cleveland, man. Wishbone went in. I don't know. I don't remember his verses like as much. I just remember, why they kill my dog and man, I miss my Uncle Charles. Yo, he shouldn't be gone in front of his home when he didn't do that. That's what I remember. Verses like that. Ugh, my allergies is killing me. Nothing but love, fucking. Biggie was killing on that Notorious Thugs. We just chill with mandolins and violins, trying not to sin. How y'all read oxygen? So much we need oxygen. He was killing. If you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef with you. Fucking few stars. He was killing. And it was cool because Biggie had more of a slow flow. Everybody hit the DECK by slow flows remarkable. You know what I mean? He had that slow, nasally flow. To see him speed it up, the tempo, the cadence, that was dope. That's real. It's like Biggie was always, like, you could hear his breathing and shit. Like, I don't know if he had asthma or some shit. Rest in peace to Biggie, though. That's real. It's like Puff say, the more money, no more problems. Trust it. I like to spread the blood like mustard. Trust it. MC Hammer and the 357 bitches. By slow flows remarkable. Peace to Mateo. Now we smoke lead like Tony Matata. Yeah, yo, that's crazy bloods. Bad else. He said, oh my God, I'm dropping shit like a pigeon. I hope you're listening. Smacking babies at the christening. Hey, Biggie was killing it. He said, I'm dropping shit like a pigeon. I hope you're listening. Smacking babies at the christening. Biggie was killing it. I don't know. Y'all like that Tekashi and shit. Man, whoever else is out. Crazy. The movie looked weak too. What movie? Biggie had the best flow. Hashtag East Coast. Biggie was raw, man. I'm still more of a Pac. Pac's my favorite of all time. So, my slow flow remarkable. But Biggie was dope. 69 the best. That doesn't even sound right. 69, like, that sounds sexual. D Bevel 499 super chat. Yo, Ego, until the end of time or better days. That's kind of hard. I don't know. Looking for these better days. Were they both double albums? Fuck, that's hard. That's a hard. I bumped both of them. Better Days was raw, but so Until the End of Time had hits too. What's that? The Tupac and RL? As I was addicted to the dark side, somewhere inside my childhood, witness my heart die. That song, that was like one of his singles. That shit was hard. I wonder if Heaven got a ghetto. Man. But then on the Better Days, they had the what's that song? Oh, They Don't Give a Fuck About Us. Pew, 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 pew. That shit was dope. They don't give a fuck about. Some say this is hard-headed because we love to trip equip games and we yeah, Pac got classics. Yo, let's see if we can get to 200 likes. I'm about to get something to eat in a minute. Let's see if anything else. What are y'all talking about on Twitter? Nothing. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at BOXINGEGO. So Many Tears. The only part of So Many Tears, I love that song and the beat. The only thing I don't understand, he said, couldn't find a place to rest until I got the thug life tatted on my chest. Tell me, can you feel me? I never understood why he said, till I got that thug life tatted on my chest. And it's like on his ab. I mean, I can understand from a writing perspective, you can't. You know what I mean? If you're rhyming with best, west, and you know, you have to say something like chest. You can't, like, until I got the thug life tatted on my abs. Like, you know what I mean? That wouldn't have worked. So, either way, the shit's hard. Way harder than these new cats. See, I used to listen, the music, like, coming up, like the golden era or whatever, they rapped about being the drug dealer. You know what I mean? Slanging, being on the block. You know what I mean? Like, listen to Cassidy or somebody. Like, man, I got the block pumping and the block jumping. You will get cut for nothing if the gun bucket, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now these new rappers be on the fucking drugs. Like, they be drug addicts. Like, yeah, I'm about to pop the Zan, popping the Zan, popping the Zan, perks and Zan, popping the Zan, gotta get in, gotta get in, goddamn, about to die from the Zan. Like, what the fuck? This shit is whack. Popping them Zan, perking them Zan, got it in my hand. Something. Shit's weak. Shit making hella sound. Brr, bah, gotta get it. Bah, gotta get it. Like, that shit's weak to me. That all that, like, you're not even talking about nothing. You're not saying nothing. The humming, 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 going, humming, humming, drumming, summoning, humming, fumming, coming, humming. Like, humming, shut the fuck up. Shit's weak. And then I hate these new cats. Oh, you old heads don't know. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to be on perks and Zans and all that. Biggie used to tell stories, like story to tell. Oh no, it's one of them niggas on the dicks and shit. Like, you know what I mean? These new rap, they don't be storytelling and shit. Just be like, humming. I pick up the piece of the pizza. Pick up the piece of the, like, you pick up a piece of a pizza. Like, that's dope to you? Like, I mean, I understand it has like a melody. I pick up a piece of a pizza. Pepperoni with the pizza. Like, what? Pick up the piece of the pizza. Pepperoni mixed with the cheeses. Like, this shit sounds, what the fuck are you even talking about? Pick up a piece of the pizza. Pepperoni mixed with the cheeses. Pick up the piece of the pizza. Like, shut the fuck up. Immediately. Sounds garbo. Pick up a piece of the pizza. Pepperoni mixed with the cheese. Pick up a pizza with Lisa. What? Pick up a pizza with Lisa. Anyway, I'm about to get something to eat. Pick up a pizza with Lisa. Pick up a pepperoni and pizza. I'm like, shut up. You sound stupid. Ego cutting up. Man, I'm just pick up a leader. Pick up a pizza. Pick up the piece of the pizza. I pick up a pizza with Lisa. Like, and then all I do is put like a slamming beat on there. Y'all be like, oh shit, Ego was gassy, bro. You feel me? Oh, Ego is. I pick up a pizza. Watch, I'll flip that. I can make. Oh shit. See, I got too hype and shit. I'll knock my old glasses off. Anyway, I guarantee I can make that hit. And that was just a freestyle. I pick up a piece of the pizza. Pick up a 2-liter. Like, man, I could. Let me tweak some bars around. I'll make that into a hit. And today, you put a slamming beat on, man, I'll be. Man, that Ego, he was talking about picking up a piece of the pizza with Lisa. Oh shit. And then put them sound effects. Brr, brr. God's plan. Pick up the piece of the. I'm out. Let me know what y'all think. iPhone got the super chat gang. Now we working. I had fun this time. I might come back later. Holla at the kid. Hit the like button if y'all want more. Get that engagement cracking. And I might come back later today. Peace out, y'all.